What it do, YouTube, man? It's your boy LT, aka Mr. ASAP Lightning himself, back with another reaction, man. And today we got NBA legends explain why Kobe Bryant was so great. Now, Kobe Bryant is very great. I just think he's a really carbon copy of Michael Jordan. But do they have the differences? Yes, it's a very big argument when it comes to that stuff. Kobe Bryant is what I like to say more gym rat. And when I say gym rat, I mean like he didn't mind putting up 6,000, 7,000, 8,000 shots to get that move down. I'm not saying Mike didn't. I just don't feel like he would have been doing extra stuff like that. He knew what he had to do. He didn't want to add to his game because his game was already very vast. Kobe had a vast game and went ahead and added more to it, and that's what makes it so great. But we're going to go ahead and check this video out, man. If this is your first time seeing me on your screen, make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn your notifications on, and leave me some comments, bro. And let's get to it.
Let's have a look.
I had to get his work ethic. Because I was a little bit more reserved and never been around, somebody work as hard as he did. And I learned that from him. Yeah, I had the athleticism, but the work ethic part I had to get from being around him.
So Kobe was tough because I guarded Kobe a lot, and I was sort of like on the Suns, like that was my role to guard Kobe. And so that was, Kobe's relentless, and every time down the court, he's trying to score on it. And he was the one guy that I felt like really didn't have a weakness. He could go right, go left, over either shoulder in the post, could hit.
You see what I'm saying? Like, that's what I mean when I say he perfected things that he was already a star player. If we're being honest, Kobe Bryant could have just kept what he had when he came from high school and been a star player. We wouldn't have, he probably would have got the same amount of rings. Probably a little less, maybe a little less. But Kobe always seemed to want to make his game just a little bit better, just a little bit. Okay, if I do this 1,000 times, my body will take it and use it. Okay, if I do this jump shot and spin 1,000 times, when I'm in that desperate need for that spin, I got it. Okay, I'm 2 seconds left on the clock, inbounds, it gets blocked. How do I grab it and put it back up? I got it. That's the type of stuff Kobe did, was really take his game and elevate it to a portion that I don't feel like Michael Jordan would have done. Like, Michael Jordan probably was in the gym better in his game, but he wasn't trying to, fix the things that was wrong with his game. And I'm not saying Mike had a lot of stuff wrong with it. I'm just saying the things he had wrong, he didn't really take care of, and the things he had right, he just perfected perfectly. Kobe said, okay, I'm a great shooter. I'm a great passer. I'm a great scorer. All of this. I need these. This is what I need. I need to have more moves. I need to have more of this. This is what I need to add on. He took his flaws and made it his strengths, and that's what always made Kobe so crazy. Simple.
Crazy shots, contested from three-pointer. Like, you just had to, you had to sort of have amnesia sometimes. You had to just get over the fact that he was going to hit tough shots. But he was the ultimate challenge, no doubt.
And the next clip that we're going to take a look at is a mix of NBA legends giving their opinion and also Kobe Bryant's career retrospective.
After watching Kobe on tape in high school and his workout, he walked out and he said, someone 17 years of age can't be this good. He had that it factor.
You got a dribble drive, change of direction by Bryant, slam dunk. Woo!
As a rookie, it was like he acted as if he belonged already.
Here comes Bryant. Oh, mesmerizing!
He played without fear.
Kobe down the middle, in the air, shows up he made it!
He was just different from everybody else. Like, I knew that I had to come with it. I'm not talking about certain possessions. I mean, every possession. He was second to none.
Bryant was a student of the game, working tirelessly to improve his skills.
Kobe wanted to be the #1 basketball player ever. He wanted to be great, and he knew he was going to be great. He had the Mamba mentality. Down by one, couple seconds left. We knew where the ball was going to, and he dared you to stop him.
Kobe, jump shot for the lead, yes!
61, Kobe Bryant. 62 for Kobe, but he has more than Dallas has. 81-point game.
To see that performance was unbelievable. Pump fake shot, reverse spin shot. Yeah, I watch it. Yeah, I study it.
Kobe inside the three-point arc, fades and fires and hits. Kobe Bryant has hit a shot at
had that relentless spirit, and he was going up against whatever odds were against him. And that relentless nature was Kobe Bryant.
The Lakers repeat back-to-back titles.
He impacted so many people on and off the court, all over the world.
I just wanted to stop right there because I heard what Phil Jackson was saying. He's relentless. I want y'all to really think about just how relentless Kobe Bryant is, bro. Kobe had probably some of the most horrible rosters in his later years, but it seemed like, and I'm not saying they were contenders, but you felt like Kobe Bryant might be able to take that team to the finals. You get what I'm saying? It's because he always seemed to put the team on his back and do what it needs to be done to win. He didn't always have the greatest team. He didn't always have the best team, but what he did have is believe in himself and the ability to constantly upgrade his teammates to show them that they were better. Look what he did to Jeremy Lin. What he did to Fisher. These add-on pieces who a lot of people thought were either done or were bust. And Kobe Bryant made those people very talented. You can look at the people he's trained, honestly, with Jason Tatum. I think he's trained Embiid, all these. You see superstars with the people he's trained, And you got to pay really close attention to stuff like that to see that Kobe Bryant just wasn't a student of the game. He was a teacher. He was a bookworm. He just wanted to be perfect when it came to that one aspect of his life. Maybe he didn't have the greatest off-court life. Maybe he don't have the greatest, team. Maybe he don't have the greatest management. But he knew if I can focus on my game and make that perfect, that's one less thing I got to worry about. So I always love hearing Kobe
on top of being at the very, very top of the game. So there's something in him that transcended basketball.
After 20 seasons with the Lakers, in true Kobe Bryant fashion, he saved one of his most unforgettable performances for last.
Kobe Bryant, on the final night of his NBA career, scores 60 points. 6-0.
Whenever you talk basketball, you got to speak his name. He is basketball. You can't have a basketball conversation without Kobe Bryant.
Kobe changed the
generation. MJ is the greatest of all time.
Real talk, Kobe changed the generation. And I agree with it before he even said, I believe Michael Jordan is the greatest of all time. But if we're going to say who had the biggest impact on a culture, on a nationwide, on a worldwide scale, when it came to basketball, it's hard not to say Kobe Bryant. From 2001 to now and ongoing, people don't say nobody else's name when they shooting. You at the three-point line, hit it with the shimmy. Kobe, you diving down, you get the layup and one. Kobe, it's part of basketball. Kobe is the worldwide face of basketball. I can say that. I can take a picture of Michael Jordan to China. People probably won't know who that is. I can take a picture of LeBron James to Istanbul or whatever. People probably won't know who he is. I can take Kobe Bryant anywhere and say, you know who this is. Yeah, that's Kobe Bryant. That's Kobe Bryant. That's just how relative he was to the game. So, you got to really give him his props when he was very relative.
But I think Kobe is more skilled than any player that's ever played that I've seen.
I don't think that's.
I think Kobe's more skilled.
That's not a bad. That's not. That ain't far.
You rolling with that?
He's up there.
Skill wise,
we just talking about skill.
That's good or bad.
I mean, truthfully, Cole was one of the few guys that I just wasn't kind of all of.
We all were.
I played mad against everybody, but him, we always had a different type of relationship. I think it was more out of respect too. Everybody else, I pretty much couldn't care less about. It seemed that way. Off the court, and but just to have the opportunity to match up with him, know him on and off the court, was special. It made me who I am, pretty much. I got my nickname after a Laker game matching up with Kobe.
Now, when we mention Kobe Bryant, we also got to talk about what Michael Jordan had to say about Kobe. Let's have a look.
If I was in my prime, who would I want to play one-on-one with? That list is very long.
Start off with Jerry West, Elgin Baylor, Kobe Bryant in his prime, LeBron in his prime, D Wade in his prime, Melo. That's a good start. Yeah. I don't think I lose. Other than Kobe Bryant because he steals all my moves.
Unbelievable career.
It's so true. Kobe jacked him so many times. But here's the thing. Michael Jordan may have done it, but Kobe Bryant perfected it. Think about it. When I say that, I want you to really think about that. Kobe Bryant perfected everything Michael Jordan did. Michael Jordan was good at it. Kobe Bryant made it his own. We couldn't tell the difference. We got to the point where we're like, oh, that's Kobe's move. No, that's Mike's move. It's just the fact that Kobe put so much onto it and really worked with it that now it's considered his move.
I think when I look back, and the first time we actually played against each other, and the competitive drive that I saw within your eyes, even though the knowledge wasn't quite there yet, it was very invigorating.
Well, let's talk Kobe. Shaq, what will his legacy be?
Number one, the greatest Laker player ever. It was amazing that he played one franchise for 20 years, did it his way, accomplished everything he set out to accomplish. Remember when he first come in, he said he wanted to be better than Michael Jordan. Like, young fella, hold up. But, passed him up in points, one championship less than what Mike has. But, to be the greatest Laker ever, I think that's an amazing accomplishment. They got Kareem, they got Wilt, they got Magic. So, I think him going out as the greatest Laker ever and going out the way he did, I think it's, remarkable. Especially a guy that didn't go to college, came from high school.
Yeah.
And to accomplish all that coming from high school, not going to college,
Playing against Kobe is like playing against a grizzly bear. If anything, any fear in you that shows, he's going to expose it. I've actually enjoyed the encounters and the competition against Kobe, man. Kobe's going to bring the best out of you. And when you play the best, you better be on your best. And anytime I'm pushed like that, I have nothing but great respect for that. My favorite Kobe moment was when both of us was in New York.
At the All-Star game,
How good is that, though? We here now, baby. We here now. And I think if I'm 20, then he's 19, 18, something like that. And I think this is his first start in Madison Square Garden. And I remember how nervous we both was, and I had obviously played in one All-Star game before then, and we were both pretty nervous. People was making a real big deal about it. He and MJ's matchup, and it was just classic and epic. And I'm glad I was front row and center to be able to not only experience that moment, but to say that I was there. And the two of us kind of, just formed a little bond, man. I'll never forget, I threw him an alley-oop. I always call it the alley-oop from God.
To Garnett, back to Kobe! Kobe and Garnett.
Because I threw it too high, or what I thought it was too high. He went up and caught it, not one hand, but two hands. But I can remember both of us having a...
Bro, I wonder how many people still have this poster. Hold on. Because I remember them making a poster of this. Hold on.
Thought it was too high. He went up and caught it, not one hand.
I remember there being a poster of this, bro. And I wanted it so bad. I begged my dad for it. I begged my dad for it. I could not get it, bro. He just couldn't. It wasn't he couldn't get it. We couldn't find it. And we put that. And we didn't have the internet around, so you couldn't just go, type it in, Kobe Bryant, alley-oop by Kevin Garnett, boom, and get the picture and then blow it up and make it a picture. That's not how you could do it back then. But, yeah. That's wild. I love seeing that, bro. That was a great picture. I love that picture.
But I can remember both of us having a really cool time, a really fun time there. Not just because it was Madison Square Garden, but because of the two that was involved.
After in that series that Kobe was going to become what he became?
Yes. And the reason why is because I can remember talking to Reggie Miller, and Reggie Miller, living in LA, would say he was shooting, I believe, a commercial. And it was Reggie Miller and Kobe Bryant shooting the commercial. And during the time of the break of the commercial, Reggie said, Kobe said, let's play some one-on-one, just get a workout in the middle of the summer. So Reggie's like, cool. They play on one-on-one. Reg shoot a jumper, knocks it down. Gets the ball back, jab step, jumper, knocks it down. All of a sudden, he looked like he sees Kobe, and in Kobe's eyes, it almost looked like they were back in the finals, because Kobe's thinking, this ain't chill mode one-on-one. I'm getting ready to go at you. And Kobe begins to put on an absolute clinic.
So how good was Kobe Bryant in my...
Dang, bro. bro. That's wild. I'm gonna let him finish.
Opinion. Well, I said it countless times on my show before that Michael Jordan to me is the greatest player of all time, and Kobe Bryant is the closest we have ever seen. But if we talk about Kobe Bryant and NBA players in his era, I think he was the best player of his era. Even better than Allen Iverson, even better than Tracy McGrady, better than Vince Carter, better than Jason Kidd. I mean, there's a reason why even Michael Jordan says that he believes that Kobe could beat him one-on-one. Anyway, you guys, I hope you...
All right, man, that's the end of this video, bro. But what I was going to say is, dang, what was he saying? Okay, so he was saying, you know, like Kobe Bryant had that look in his eye, like even when it wasn't a game on the line, the game was on the line. This is a wreck game, and Kobe's like, yo, nah, bro, you scored 4 points. I'm losing by 4. I can't lose. That's the mentality that a lot of great players have. I don't see that in a lot of players. I've seen it in Kobe Bryant. I've seen it in today's game, Ja Morant. I see it. Ja Morant is very, very talented. I also like to say LaMelo. I give LaMelo his props. I think LaMelo is the next Magic Johnson. And I know it's a stretch. Trust me. Watch him. Just watch how he play, man. But, man, if you guys did enjoy this Kobe Bryant video, man, make sure y'all leave a like, subscribe to the channel, turn your notifications on. I'm going to go ahead and get up out of here. LT is out. Peace.